Dina is making friends with flamingos today.
That's right. We're having a flocking good time at the Sacramento Zoo. It's the flamingo roundup, and you'll see behind me all the flamingos are getting ready to be literally round up, and it is annual exam day. And UC Davis Veterinary Medicine, they are here teaming up. So actually, on the other side of this bamboo, they're working on their very first flamingo of the morning. You're not going to want to miss this, getting up close and personal to show you what they do to make sure these flamingos are nice and healthy next. Good day, Sacramento. We are here at the Sacramento Zoo where the Flamingo Roundup is happening. This is an annual roundup where they check the health of all the flamingos here at the zoo, and we are literally watching number 2 and 3 come out of the door for their annual exam. Janelle, good morning to you. Let's talk about what is happening today and exactly the process that this is going to be undertaking.
Yeah, so it's a big day. We were joking this morning. Happy holidays to all. So we have a big group of folks out here right now. We have animal care supervisors, we have animal keepers, we have education staff, UC Davis vets, UC Davis students. It's a big event. So it starts by bringing all the flamingos into a 10 by 10 pop-up tent, right, and then we hand grab each of them and bring them out. So everybody is in the middle of getting their annual exams, kind of like you would take your dog for their annual exams. They're going to get blood drawn, they're getting their vaccines, mouth checked, feet checked, all of that good stuff. And then you actually can see Chelsea is holding one of our kiddos this year. We also have to get the gender of some of last year's kiddos. So the ones with that brown feathering is still from this past summer. So we get to find out if they're boys or girls.
Oh, right, because we came last summer where we did not know yet what they were. So that's what will be revealed today through all the work done.
Yes, exactly. When all the lab work comes back, we're going to know. So very exciting things are happening today. But it does take a lot of partnerships. So we have UC Davis vet students that are here to help us out.
Yes, yes. Many of whom have never even seen a flamingo this close, touched a flamingo. So this is quite an experience for them too.
Yeah. These are our future wildlife vets. So this is a really big deal to be able to get them this experience, but also really helpful for us. Yeah. Flamingos get something called capture myopathy, which basically means that if they get really, really stressed out, they can pass out, they can have health issues, they could even die. So we have a 10-minute marker. They're in hand for 10 minutes, and making sure that we keep to that 10 minutes is really, really important. So part of that comes from having all of these folks here and creating 5 different stations that we can go to make this the least stressful event that we can.
Literally up against the clock, every minute counts. And let's also talk quickly about that connection with UC Davis. Yeah. So critical to have a zoo of this size have that collaboration with the massive amount of resources that come out of UC Davis.
It truly is amazing. So, today we have a really good view of how many folks it takes, but our veterinarians here at the Sac Zoo are actually UC Davis employed and professors, so we have that connection year-round, which is really rad. But we also have all the UC Davis vet students that get to be here, and they learn hands-on year-round. Granted, today is a big day. We have a lot of students here. Yes. But it's really helpful for things not like today that aren't nearly as dramatic, right? Yeah. Like even something as simple as we had a turtle who needed an MRI scan, and we were able to just, in our 14-acre zoo, just drive down the road and use their machine.
That good old YOLO Causeway serves us well. Well, we have so much more coming up on the other side of this break, so stick with us right here on Good Day. Again, they have that 10-minute window. Each flamingo is going to be cycling through 49 of them in total, and we'll show you much more coming up.
Well, a colorful flock of birds is getting some special care today at the Sacramento Zoo.
Real quick, what do you call
a stand of flamingos?
I knew you would know. Dina Kupfer is live this morning, giving us a behind-the-scenes look at the annual checkup for the flamingos there. Hey, Dina.
Courtney Dempsey, don't you worry. I've got some trivia for you at the end of this segment, because I know how you work, my friend. Okay, but yes, we are literally right in the middle. They say birds of a feather flock together, just like on Good Day. That's what's happening today with the UC Davis medical team and the Sacramento Zoo, and of course their flamingos during their roundup. We have Janelle Mason with us again. I feel like we shouldn't be here. We're right in the middle of where the exams are happening, but tell me what each of these teams is responsible for today.
Yeah, so at the very beginning, the birds get caught, they come out, and we check their bands, we get their weights, and we take pictures of their feet. Then after that, they go to one of these 4 stations along the side here that you're actually looking at. And this is where they're getting their ivermectin, they're getting their West Nile vaccinations, they're getting their blood draws. So all of these people that are here each have their own jobs. So that way we can keep them in hand for the least amount of time possible. So they're getting their normal exams where their eyes are being checked out, you know, they're hearing their heart, they're doing all of those normal, I guess, annual exam things. And each of the vet students there has their own task to be able to make sure that we get it done quickly.
And I know last summer some babies were made here at the Sacramento Zoo. So let's talk about how you can really pick out those from the adults because of the coloring on their feathers, right?
Yeah. So these guys are still, they have all of their waterproof feathers now, but they start out very cute and gray and floofy, just precious little babies. But they eventually have to be able to be waterfowl. So as they grow up, their feathers kind of start to look more sleek. They become waterproof, but they also are still losing some of that brown and gray coloration and turning pink. So any of our kiddos from last summer still have the coloration on their feathers a little bit on their wings, where the adults are usually that really bright, beautiful pink.
Yeah. Okay, so 49 flamingos going through their annual exams today. Parents, if your kids are scared of getting vaccines, just let them know. Even the flamingos have to do it. But then they'll go back into their habitat, and the goal here is just to make sure they're healthy throughout the year.
Exactly, yeah. This is just preemptive care to make sure that our flock is healthy and that they can continue being out there and live their lives. We have one female out here who is actually 57 years old.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how long flamingos can live, but that is not unheard of. 50s and 60s is pretty average for a flamingo, and so as they get in this older age, we really need to make sure that we're not seeing arthritis or anything too bonkers to make sure that they're still happy out here.
Well, if I could balance that well on one leg at 57, sign me up.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing great.
They're doing great. All right, as we send it back to the anchors, I do have some trivia for you, and Janelle's going to help me out here just a little bit. John and Courtney, do you know the ratio of male and female flamingos here at the zoo? Do you think it is 1/3 female to male? Do you think it is 2/3 male to female? Or do you think it is all female?
Oh, that's a good one.
All female.
I was going to say, I think it's all female.
Okay, Janelle, what's the answer?
2/3. We have two males to every 3 females here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every 2 males, there's 3 females.
It's like every party I
also, do
went
you
to
know
in
the part of
college.
their body that looks like this when they're on one? I can't really balance as well when they balance on one leg. Do you know what this part is actually called?
The knee.
That you see, the little pop out?
What is it called?
You would think, John.
Right.
It's wrong. You're wrong, my friend.
No?
Yeah, it's the ankle. It's the ankle. At the
That's
base.
Yeah,
the
it's the
ankle?
ankle. Their knee is actually tucked up really close to their bodies, like our waist.
Get outta here.
So it really throws a lot of people off.
Oh, I
Also,
love this trivia.
This is the way a human one goes. They're backwards.
Yeah,
They're
no,
like
I really
that.
like the
Yeah.
impression. This is good. You're ready to be a part of the flock.
I'm just trying to be 57 standing on one leg. That's all I'm saying.
need
All
to-
right, this is so impressive. We're going to make sure that we stick around and get any more footage we can and share it on social media too. Janelle, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
of course. Thanks, guys.
Back to you guys.
We need to get the dino so we can play that back and forth of her with the knee.
Yeah, exactly.